This match should be a 15-0 for TRB. Emphasis, asterisk on should. The TRB are too good to drop rounds to the TRR. Saying that, we as a 63 drop 5 to these guys. But I have a lot. I hold this TRB lineup pretty highly. I think they should be able to dispense with most of this. Both these teams are scrappy, but I think the TRB are the kings of scrap right now.
Yep. Yeah, and not to hate on the TRR too much, but, you know, it's one of those things where the asterisk on the score, it's like, as long as it's less than 5, it's like, okay, we can expect that. Like, maybe their TRRB are not going to be locked in for the whole game if it's too easy of a match. But that leaves room for, like I said, the TRR could surprise us. Maybe we'll get some clips here and there from the TRR for Chris for production. That's always nice. We skipped over you, Spicy Paper, by the way. What's your score prediction?
I think I'm going to sandwich you. I wouldn't say higher than 4 rounds for the TRR, but I don't want to feel like sandwiching you. So let's do 15-4 TRB.
Oh, there we go.
I'm right in the middle. Just how I like it.
That would have been really funny, though. It looks like first round is going to be a 10. Dropping Emmy Boy.
Yeah, TRB wanting to play 11. Upstabs on both sides is what they want. Let's take a look at this. This is the Gus vision.
Bucket, spooking, fish in a bucket one side, NA player, plot twist stage. Who is that weak flank against? Chrome Ops, Section, and Ducks. Chrome is gonna feast on this flank here. Absolutely. And then this mid matchup, you're getting Polish Rooster and Rufus against Outcast Big
Okay, that's not fair though. They put the W name right next to the letter that gets said with the, you know, that's they did that on purpose.
Well, it's Rooster, no. And there you go.
Wadio, Woofus, and Wooster. Are they all lined up next to each other? Is that the the speech impediment lineup?
it's the make me sound like a retard.
Yeah, well, it's like even if you don't struggle, like anybody could make that mistake. Like that's like a tongue twister on purpose.
Tongue twister.
How many R's do they have? It's just Rave is the only other one, I guess. So they could have the
Rave, Rufus, should be Rooster, but Wooster.
First round,
Boy, Renderpuff.
First round going to TRRB. Enderpuff. He's got to have some kind of special name every time, doesn't he?
No, he has to be his little unicorn.
3-0 though, 3.68 impact. Plot twist getting 1 kill and getting a 2.85 impact. That must have been a really early frag. Looking good for him.
Watch how fast Chrome devours this guy. He is a vacuum cleaner right now. He's just going to slurp this flank up.
Developing into a U shape right away. Both TRRB flanks pushing.
TRR is doing the right thing in kiting, and Plot actually kills Ducks there.
Yeah, TRR actually had 3-1 picks there in the beginning, but the TRRB, I mean, the skill check is real. I mean, usually when a regiment gets 3 picks to 1 like that, I mean, it's not looking good for the regiment with the 1, but the TRRB just answer back, find the backstabs that they're folding the line, and it did not end well. Plot twist, though, got another.
I was actually really pleasantly surprised that almost instantly the TRR found the right play there, and it was the kite the right. Plot twist got the kill, but Sage and NA player crumbled to the other 2 guys on that. And I appreciate the TRR are playing this tactically well. It's a really good sign that when you're actually playing it theoretically well, they just need to hit some more blocks here and work as a team. And that sounds like a cop-out, but it's just the reality of the situation on rounds.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, they just need reps. They can know what to do and not do it as good as their opponents, right? So that's what they're here for. This is ultimately should be practice for them.
Yeah, no.
Breaking apart really quickly on one side. Kind of still down on the other, but not quite as quickly.
I mean, it's like, imagine sitting there, loading in, and you're one of your better players, Spookin, has to go up against Rave. Spookin thinks he's doing a smart play by getting the block on Rave, then launching the 2, not realizing that Rave has baited the prio and is now going to stab him. And it's just, we've got, both these teams are on a different level. TRR won G League. Half of TRRB's roster couldn't play G League.
Looks like Dan calling in the tighten up there in the pre-round, making sure they're not too spread out, not playing into this. If there's anything you don't want to do, I mean, this is a good choice by them to kind of tighten up this lineup. If there's anything you don't want to do against a team that is going to skill check you, you don't want to spread out because that's where the people that are getting
That's where you
skill
get
checks
1v1s.
exactly it's exponential. If they want a chance at killing these people that might be better than them, they got to play together.
But they've also got map ops spreading out, so they have momentary 2v1s here. I just don't think they're going to capitalize on them.
Yeah, pretty quickly getting the Hoi 4 in circle there. This double flank kite, I'd like to see something a little bit different. Instead of the double kite, maybe a little bit of spreading. Because this, I mean, they're literally, TRB are throwing 3 feints, all of a sudden there's an encirclement, and then what do you do?
Dominating.
Well, it's scared, and the reality is, yes, you are super entitled to be scared here. Like we've already been talking about it. There is a difference here. But if you say, okay, well, we recognize you're better, so we'll just kite, you're not gonna win any. You're praying for a miraculous kill, so someone on the TRB drops a block, then his teammate drops a block, yada yada yada. And you need to have a win condition. You need to be able to win somewhere. And I want to see them. You can stack a place. You can try and put the good players to contain. You can try and put 2 guys who have synergy to up down map bob. There are a lot of ways you can approach this. And what is this? Oh, timeout. Oh, I thought that said wall, not TO exclamation point.
I read it as LOL originally too. Not gonna lie. So
yeah. That was. Yeah,
I have chat turned off.
I definitely think the timeout is good here. Discuss it a little bit. Don't get too mad at each other. You know how it happens, but try and find a solution here.
Yep. I mean, it's certainly good that they're still trying. I mean, 4 rounds is nothing in RGL. We've seen. I mean, the early rounds are feeling it out. If they're gonna win any, it's probably gonna be here. They can throw out a couple of trick plays and get a round or 2 and maybe get some momentum. But it's got to be now. Otherwise, I mean, it's gonna roll downhill fast.
I would love to see Siege go on a dive, which sounds like, int, right? But if you hold tab, half the TRR haven't logged a kill yet.
Yep.
I would love to see Siege try and check like Section or Rufus, someone who's probably like guys who are known to not be maybe as mechanically sound. I mean, Rufus frags, but I've played on him. You can catch him sleeping, right?
Yep.
Or maybe the con. You have Dux, who's an EU. I want to see some of the more veteran guys from the TRR take a more aggressive stance here.
no, he's back.
Someone had to take a PP break. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, the TRRB is a good team, but they're certainly not perfect. There's definitely some spots in the line where they could win some 50-50s, and sometimes when you flip the coin, you get what you want, But they're not going to be able to do that everywhere. They have to do it somewhere and do it fast.
Stage. You've got ours.
TRR looking good on one side. Not good on the other, though. They're flipping the coin right on some sides. Like on the TRR left, I think they traded +1 there really early in. I mean, it was just stab, 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 and all of a sudden they're up one on one
They
side.
never traded +1. Rave literally ran it and just immediately stabbed and killed Sage, who didn't block. It's just you can't be dying like that. You can't start a round in the first 3 seconds, like the actual first 3 seconds of the live call happening, and you're running to line and losing someone.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is a block first, and they can do it, right? We can say that the TRB is better, but they're not so much better that they can cast the magical not blocking spell on you. So
yeah,
I mean, imagine if they're trading somewhat evenly now, and they're just giving up the first pick like that. Imagine if they get the block off. Maybe they're up 1.
I think you need to lock in and just you need to dispel the like we're a weaker team and make good plays. And that's a great play from Plot.
Finding the first pick there. Lots of TRB in the kill feed, though, still. TR with an opportunity for...
Need that to behind call.
Yeah. Kind of getting sandwiched there. Dank, a lot versus a little. Maybe he can catch someone gambling. Gets a TK, but not enough. Yeah.
We're seeing little glimpses where the TRR are able to win a pocket, but not fast enough. Because the other side of the line is just crumbled. And I want to see them mitigate that. They've shown they can kite it. TRB aren't respecting them so hard. They're just W keying it to the point where the kite isn't functional anymore. You have to catch them lacking. When you're up 6-0 and it's the TRB, I think we all know how their mental can be sometimes. Right? Like they're probably going to start coasting. You need to check them. You need to catch them asleep at the wheel.
Yep. I mean, they're really close. I mean, that round obviously doesn't look good with how many TRRB people were alive, but they had an even regroup there when they were pushing from mid to right. They just had that 1 or 2 guys, however many it was, come behind them, and they're 1 or 2 picks away from having an even open melee is what I'm trying to say, so they're getting there.
Oh.
TRR, even on left. Battle of the up-downs. Not winning one.
Who's kicking?
I heard it, but I didn't see it.
Really good
Nice
mechanics
up-down block from Hazen,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gets a
that's
team hit and a hit himself!
That's,
In the
that's
4v1
so
now.
unfortunate, man.
Wow. Oh.
There's a universe where 2 guys die there in the 1v2 in the 1v4 for Hazen, and instead both he and the team killer hits.
I mean, Hazen almost hit him with the
I'd be a
shadow.
little mad.
Literally. He sidestepped.
Yeah.
Gustav stabbed Rave, and he stabbed Gustav. Like, actually, that was literally what happened, except it was 2 hits, unfortunately. Did we press F3 go there? I mean, I know people died, but who's putting nerf bullets on the end of Hazen's bayonet? Like, how do we get a hit and from a TK and a hit from Hazen at the same time? Like, that's insane.
The shadow analogy is crazy.
I mean, that move is being called the shadow, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good move. What can I say?
Plug it next to the hyphen shuffle.
7-0 here. Into the 8th round.
They've gotten bucket though. Oh,
TR looking good in the mid.
this should be a TRR round. They are up. They need to convert some up downs here. Need some blocks, and it looks like Matt Bob is just going to start running down and converting this.
Yeah, TRB are finding it in the open melee, a 2v1 and a 1v1 before the cavalry arrives.
Let's pad those stats, Knack. Pad those stats.
Last alive again. Leader of the team.
Bayonet sabotage.
Okay, that looked...
that was
what is this signature move by Rufus? What is he doing? What is happening to him? Someone free my boy. Stop doxing him. Dank hit him with the DDoS 1-2 combo. What was that? The Dank DOS.
To TR's credit, they won line phase. They won the line phase that round. They came out very strong. Bucket dragged out Matt Bob. I believe like Right Con got some kills there for a second, but the TRB regroup and then the open melee was just once more on a different level. Blocks were dropped and open melee saved them.
I think we just had an unfortunate open melee, and shit happens, especially when you win. Like, if neither one of your flanks is winning, like, the nice thing about having at least one good flank is you can say, okay, we're going to regroup to that good flank, like, 80% of the time, right? With the TRR, it's like, maybe they'll kind of get lucky and trade even on a flank, but their mid won that round, but they went the wrong way, in my opinion, because they don't have a for sure obvious way to go, so hopefully that changes for them.
Yeah.
TRR looking good in the mid once again. I say that and a TK comes out. TRB winning one side.
Yeah, a lot of up downs here. Yeah, need awareness from Paul and NA. They need to have been regrouping about 5 seconds earlier there. And this round is tenable, and because of the low IQ here, that's no longer going to be a winnable round.
3v7 on the reform. TRB just have to wait for them to fly into their bayonets. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a 5v7, I think it was. Still isn't, great odds, but you take that over the 3v7 any day of the week.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting really close. Like, one guy, on the side where the TR is up, I mean, they have a 2v1 or a 3v1 or something like that and a 1v1. We let the 1v1 regroup, and then the TRR's 2v1 are chasing to the enemy side, like, positive regroup instead of having their heads up or someone calling out for them. They're really close. They're on the cusp of being able to get around, and it seems like it's getting better. So maybe in comms it's getting better. Hopefully that improvement is being vocalized so they can turn that into a round win here eventually.
Like I said, from the start, they've already shown that they can win pockets of this group fight. They now need to hold on the pockets that are not designed to win long enough so that they can convert those numbers.
Yep. Widespread. Bayonets are flying. TRB up a lot here.
Should be a smooth conversion. Yeah.
Yeah. Not one of the more hopeful rounds we've seen in the last, 3 to 5. We've seen some good pockets here and there. That round was back to a more normal TRB domination. And that round did not look hopeful for the TRR.
Well, I like how TRR is dealing with MapBob here. Bucket's playing a fine job of just isolating him, and I think Bucket for MapBob is probably a good trade. I think that other places on the line, if we hold tab here, Spookin is 0-10 on Rave, and yes, Rave is a much better player. But at some point something needs to change. Spookin is a player that you expect to do things in this match. He's not new to this game. He's not a guy that can just, only start on G League. You need to see more from this guy. Outcast has a couple hours fishing the bucket, top performed all of G League.
TRB with a nice up down there, getting a hit though. Too little too late. I mean, if they got that kill, maybe they could have done something, but the TRB have since swamped the entire rest of the line. There must be some bayonet discipline going on here. Like, a lot of these, not a lot, at least 2 that I've seen so far, it's like, the Hazen 1v4 is understandable, like, you're in the thick of it, but, like, right there on the up-down, we just gotta drag our bayonet a little bit less, I think. Release that bayonet towards the guy, not to the left of him and then into him. That way we get that kill, guaranteed, because you might as well have just not thrown the stab. Like, he could have blocked it. It's the same thing. He's alive, and now you're in a shit position. So, just a slight mechanical difference there, and we get that up-down, and then you guys are up somewhere, so... You outplayed him in the mind.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. You expect a lot more from a lot of these guys. I think I want to see them less devolve from the line on right more. I want to see them try and maintain line and force TRB into awkward situations where they have to decide who they're going to stab. And I think that type of chaos will benefit the TRR, where each kill is going to benefit them.
Big Suck and Hazen swapping spots on the fly. TR respecting this map on
Dank is immediately in a duel away from everyone else, man.
TR looking good on that side, though. Oh,
they need to regroup. This is such a bad regroup.
Yeah, Outcast and Sage running towards the enemies. TR doing this once again. Finding kills, though. All 1v1s and a 2v1. TR finding a backstab.
Oh.
Getting traded, though. Okay. If we get this 2v1, we're in a 2v3 after. It has to be quick, though, and it's Chrome.
It's Chrome. He lives here.
Oh, finding a kill. Sage and Dank. Oh, Sage blocking the crouch stab up, down. Into the hold, though. Not much you can do there.
Dank must be taking some lesson from Emmy Boy, bro. Every time I look at this guy, he's in a duel. Look, watch him at the start of every round. At the start of every round, he dives his 2, and he's away from his teammates, and he can't have that impact limited. TRB will take that every day of the fucking week.
Yep.
It's so structurally a wrong call that I struggle to even fathom why he's doing it. He's not giving his teammates backstabs. The duel is so far away because the TRB are still W keying them. And he's not trying to rotate off for backstabs. He's just trying to win a duel.
We're on the Dank cam this round. Hopefully, we'll see him stick together. I mean, he's... In the rounds prior, we've seen him find some good target swaps. So if he can stay with his teammates, that's their best chance at getting the +1s. Is him outplaying his opponent. Not the TK though.
Good play. Wrong micro. I like the idea. It was better.
I mean, they got stab prio. They had an opportunity for an up down on either one of the guys. That's just a target agreement thing and movement, I guess, on the edge's part. But they're there. I mean, they're right there. It's just the mechanics. They get block, they get the up down, TK. And then before it was block, get the up down, hit. So we're most of the way there. I mean, getting the stab prio against a team like this is, I mean, that's the hardest part. The mechanics, you can get there in a week, So.
Well, I think it was such a good idea from any theoretical perspective. That was exactly the right play to make when the one was getting too aggro. They space it well. They do it, and team kill.
Yeah.
Sometimes that shit happens. But it just, man. That would take the wind out of my sails.
Hodge and Madbox spawning in for either team. A Big Suck sending it fucking in mid, getting a straight stab onto Madbox.
Oh no!
Wait, TRR's up
Spookin'.
big on one side. They're up really big.
Was Hodge the secret sauce they needed?
You might be right. Hodge powered
They
up
have
Big
to
Suck,
convert
and
this.
Big Suck got a pick.
They have to convert this.
I'd like to see a push left, kite right. This TRR right should not be looking for contact so early.
Oh my god!
Just W king into backstabs, guys. Lock it in. This is your round. You're still
This
up.
is a 3v4.
Nice.
What a gamble! Now Emmy Boy has to navigate his duel.
Assemble the army.
That was man.
Well done, TRR. Get around.
That's massive.
They, I
Imagine you're
mean,
sitting in the 1v4 Adam, and
Mhm.
then you immediately just straight stab the first guy. the first guy you see, bro. Yeah.
I can't imagine it.
Like it's a 1v4. You shouldn't be winning it, but you can try harder than straight stab the first guy in front of you.
Hey, he's playing. He's on a different plane of understanding. I mean, here's the thing. I respect it a little bit because sometimes I'm thinking, oh, it's a 4v1. One of them's gonna gamble, and it's not always. It's not gonna be my favorite play.
He wasn't
but
thinking that.
yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. He's just trying to
Although-
farm blocks. He's giving up stab prio that way he can start blocking again. That's the Emmy boy way.
We're all individuals. He's got an army, bro. What do we
I say
have to
that
say?
he literally has the most blocks on the team. Okay.
Oh, and TRB are actually just sending it. No respect here.
Yeah, TR not trading too badly though.
Spookin and Fisher now trying to regroup out of this Ducks thing.
Leaving the 2v1 for some backstabs. Kind of a hero play, but I mean, here's the thing. On
Play.
one hand, maybe they can kill Ducks there, but I kind of respect the, you know, the Hail Mary of like, fuck this 2v1, let's go get some backstabs and see what happens.
I like it a lot more than trying to go for the 2v1 because you might get there in time to actually get something happening there.
Right.
But nobody lived long enough for it to happen. And obviously, you know, it's not their fault for why didn't you live in the 3v6, you know? But you're supposed to lose that. But ideally, you can help stem some of those losses when the first guys on your line are dying almost instantaneously. There's no respect going on in this tier, and I don't mean that on any like sportsmanship level. I mean in the basic. The TRB do not care that the TRR are holding prio. They're stabbing into them and W king.
14-1 in what could be the final round. Both lines shifting. Mapbob with the first pick. 2-3 for TRB. 3 for TRR, though. It's an even fight. Down 1 for the TRR. Not looking good. We need some heroes. 1 versus many at Siege. Goes down 15-1. That's all she wrote.